Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy RC with the Boxing 411. The Wilder fight lived up to its expectation. It was really good. I enjoyed the fight. The undercard was interesting as well. So I'm going to give y'all my perspective and my thoughts on the fight and the whole night. Now, Brandon, he had some undercard fights, right? And Deontay Wilder's brother was on the undercard. He looked good for the first two, almost the whole 3 rounds. He looked good the first 2 rounds. In the 3rd round, he looked good, but Deontay Wilder, what's his name? Marcellus Wilder got caught by a nasty ass overhand left, or I want to say left hook, but it was the way he threw it. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of those old Lennox Lewis punches that he throws on from the right, like a hook. You know what I'm saying? He just leveled Marcellus Wilder. I mean, took him out, man. I mean, to be honest with you, after watching that knockout, man, Marcellus need to rethink what he doing, man. I mean, he need to rethink what he doing because, that knockout wasn't pretty. It was pretty as far as a knockout, as far as, my man, I forget his name, he was fighting against. But this dude was 2-1-2, you know what I'm saying? And with 2 knockouts. And he knocked Marcellus' ass smooth the fuck out, like my boy 7-8 be saying. Now, I like Marcellus Wilder, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, man. This is like old boy Nipsey Hussle. His brother said, Nipsey Hussle's brother said, he tried to see if he had the rap, the gift of rap, and putting words on pads, on the paper and stuff like that, see if he could do what his brother did, Nipsey Hussle. And he clearly figured out that that's not his skill set, and that's not his gift, that's not something he can do. And then when I say that, I think of Marcellus Wallace. Dog, boxing is not something that I don't think you can do as well, man. Your brother Wilder got the gift, you know what I'm saying? Deontay got the gift. But dog, you don't got the gift, man. You don't got the gift, man. I mean, you let this dude set you up and turn a southpaw and threw an overhand left and knocked you straight the fuck out, dog. You don't need to be doing that, dog. You need to reevaluate. What's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? You need to go on ahead and chill. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at you trying to get your money. But you need to go on ahead and rethink that whole situation, dog. Because you ain't I don't think you really built for this boxing game, dog. I don't think that's for you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the 2nd time you've been knocked out. Man, look. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Brandon Figueroa fought on the undercard as well. He fought the guy that what's his name? Damn, I can't think of his name. Sihu or something. I forget his name, but this is the guy that Rigondeaux knocked out. He gave Rigondeaux a real tough fight too. In the last fight he fought with Rigondeaux, that was the fight he fought. Before he fought Brandon Figueroa last night, his last fight was against Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux knocked his ass out. Now, looking at the fight for what it was, that boy, man, Sejas, whatever his name is, Sejas, that boy is a rough and rugged dude, man. That dude's a rough and rugged dude. I see why Rigondeaux got took to the limit. And he gave Brandon Figueroa more than what he could handle. Took him all the way to the 12 rounds. Banging. They both was banging the shit out of each other. I mean, woo. They was both banging the shit out of each other. You know what I'm saying? Mad body blows on both sides. And beaming each other beside the head as well. I believe it was, they said it was a draw, and I believe it to be a draw because you really couldn't. It was hard to pick who won the round clear, just outright won the round clearly. Because both of these guys, man, they went all out. It was an all-out war. You know what I'm saying? Between Sejas and Brandon Figueroa. Now, the other fight I want to mention was Leo Santa Cruz versus Figueroa. Now, I'm sorry, Leo Santa Cruz versus Flores. That's what it is. Flores. Now, that was a good scrap, you know what I'm saying? But Flores, he just didn't have, he didn't have enough. He was giving him some, he was giving Santa Cruz some, he was giving him some, he was a very competitive fight. It was a good fight. But, Flores needed a little more something to get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Leo Santa Cruz, I guess his experience really took him over. You know what I'm saying? His experience, his savvy and know-how, and, he kept Flores, he kept the stick on him. And Flores did give him some hard times at times. But Santa Cruz won it outright. It was no, what you want to call it? It was no, I want to say, doubt about that fight. There was no controversy about that fight. Leo Santa Cruz won that fight, outright. And became a 4-time Mexican champion in 4 different weight classes. You know what I'm saying? He called out Gary Russell Jr., and he called out Tank Davis. Now, a lot of these fighters always seem to call out a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Because Gary Russell been calling out Leo Santa Cruz for a long time, and he just been tiptoeing around Gary Russell, just like everybody else have been tiptoeing around Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? Carl Frampton tiptoe around Gary Russell. Everybody, Lomachenko wouldn't give him a rematch. So it appears to me that everybody's been tiptoeing around Gary Russell Jr. And I don't like that. I think Gary Russell Jr. is a fantastic fighter, and I think he deserves his just due. And hopefully, Leo Santa Cruz keep a word, and we'll see that fight. Now, let's get down to the main event. Deontay Wilder, the Bronx Bomber, the WBC heavyweight champ, versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. Now, that was a good fight. It didn't seem that good, but if you really watched the fight, it was like a lot of chess moves going on. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is making, they're calculating each other. But see, Ortiz is a veteran. Ortiz is a bad man. Ortiz can box. He's a bad man. I'm going to tell you that straight up. He can box. And Deontay Wilder, you got to give him his credit, because Deontay Wilder, he went on ahead and it was being patient. You know what I'm saying? It was all a chess move. He's pawing with the jab. He's pawing with the jab. Ortiz pawed sometime, but Ortiz took more of a risk early. He wanted to get some rounds under the bag. He figured he could box Wilder all the way through the whole 12 rounds, outbox him, and become the first Cuban heavyweight champion. Now, that's a good idea in theory. Okay? That's a good idea in theory. But Deontay Wilder, he was just patient, pawing at him with the jab, hit him in there, then he hit him with the left hook. He got him looking for the left hook, kept swinging on him with the left hook, and he threw the right hand probably within the first 6 rounds. I want to say he threw the right hand probably no more than 5 times, 5 or 6 times, you know what I'm saying? And each one he threw, it got closer and closer, and also Ortiz blocked it. And, Ortiz was feeling himself. He's like, yeah, man, I can handle this shit. Come on with it. They both was talking to each other. And they both was trying to get each other to get out their element. You know what I'm saying? To get out their focus. But Deontay Wilder, I got to give it to him. He stayed patient. He stayed focused. He kept on jabbing them. You know what I'm saying? He kept on keeping his left leg outside of Luis Ortiz's leg, because Ortiz wanted to get in dominant position. He wanted to get into the dominant stance. And he was landing some good shots against Deontay Wilder. He clipped Deontay Wilder a few times on the jaw with that straight left. I was amazed at that Deontay Wilder's defense as far as, blocking that straight left. I mean, he blocked it at times, but again, Luis Ortiz is a very good boxer, and he did get in that left hand. He did get in there. They thought that Deontay Wilder got hurt when he got hit with that left, and he did. It looked like he got shook, but truth be told, I don't think he got shook. You know what I'm saying? I think he took the punch well. He ate some left hands, and he gave some left hands. But he got Wilder concerned about that left, because that left was starting to hit home. He was throwing that left hook on Ortiz's ass, and I think in that round, when he got to round 7, before he ultimately destroyed him, when he hit Luis Ortiz that left hook to the body, that really got Luis Ortiz's attention. It got his attention because he dropped that hand. And then Deontay Wilder was able to hit him with the left hook and set him up. And he feinted the left hook like he's or feinted the left jab. And Luis Ortiz was looking for the left hook. And Wilder saw the opening and came straight down the pipeline with a right. Pow! Knocked his ass out. Knocked him out. Now, like a lot of people, I was wondering in the first 2-3 rounds, what is Wilder doing? What is he doing? He ain't doing it right here. He ain't letting his hand go. What's going on? And Ortiz is letting his hands go. You know what I'm saying? He was coming at Wilder's body, boom, boom. And I'm waiting on Wilder to get his get back. But it wasn't happening. He wasn't letting that right hand go that fluently. And now a lot of people gonna come on here and act like they knew what Wilder was doing. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and I don't believe they did either. Because my prediction was the 5th round. I was just 2 rounds later. You know what I'm saying? But somebody I did hear did say that it was going to be, since the 7th round, it was a great round for Luis Ortiz, was going to be a nightmare round for Luis Ortiz in this fight. And that's my man, Blue Blood. Shout out to my boy, Blue Blood Sports. Again, it was a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I love the chess match. Deontay Wilder is definitely improving. He's definitely a man to be reckoned with. He do got skills. He is the best heavyweight puncher in the history of the game, in the history of boxing. I'm going to keep it 100. He's the best. You know what I'm saying? Even better than your boy Tyson. Even better than your boy Tyson. Better than Lennox Lewis. Better than Joe Frazier. Joe Louis, everybody. This man got a 97% KO ratio after that fight. He was already at 95%. And people still act like they don't know who Deontay Wilder is. If y'all don't know who Deontay Wilder is, y'all sleeping. If y'all want to see knockouts, you want to see a motherfucker get knocked the fuck straight out, you should be tuning in to Deontay Wilder. You should be checking out his fights. If you ain't seen none of them, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, check out the fight. That's all you gotta do. Go on YouTube. You'll see so many highlight knockouts, because every last fight is a knockout. With the exception of one. He went 12 rounds with Bermain Steven, you know what I'm saying? He went 12 rounds with him to win the WBC. But in the rematch, he knocked remained stubborn straight the fuck out the first round. And then he went 12 rounds with Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? And in the process, knocked him on his ass twice in the fight. It should have been stopped. But Jack Reese put that man's life in jeopardy and let him, and counted him up, did a slow count and counted him up, yelled him out of his coma. Now, what if he'd got up and Wilder connected again and killed him? It'd have been on Jack Reese's ass. You know what I'm saying? But again, they named that fight a draw, which everybody in the world clearly knows Wilder won that fight. Because then the other referee would have waved off Tyson Fury after seeing his eyes roll the back of his head when he got knocked the fuck out. Okay? When he was concussed. Now, again, Tyson Fury rematch is coming up soon in February. Deontay Wilder made a major statement on November 23rd last night when he knocked out Luis Ortiz for the second time. One of the most dangerous fighters in the game, Luis Ortiz, that nobody want to fight. Not Tyson Fury want to fight. Anthony Joshua, sis ass, don't want to fight him. He's a scary motherfucker. Nobody else, Povetkin. Nobody wants to fight Luis Ortiz. Because they know he the real deal. See? They know he is. They call him the old man, but he's a real deal, and he's a person that should be getting all this respect and props to. Because he is a bad man, even though he got knocked out by even badder man. And that's Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has made a statement and proved all the critics wrong, leaving no doubt about the last fight. This fight, the man came out, made a statement, knocked his ass straight out, and he was 100% healthy this time. So for y'all that don't know, tune in to Deontay Wilder, man. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Google him. I'm your boy, Rob, the RC, giving you the Boxing 411. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button if you like what you heard. Show the love and support. And go and subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? One love.